So the Marimbula Top Lake's really starting to fire with these warmer days we've been having. G'day guys, Jamari here with this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report. So our good mate Ando has been getting stuck into a few fish right here up in the top lake, so we'll shoot straight to him for a little bit of an estuary report to catch up on what he's been doing.
Yeah, g'day folks. Ando here with a quick update on how Marimbula's fishing. Had a fantastic little session on the top lake this morning, throwing some soft plastics around. Got a great feed of flathead. Also found some trevally. I targeted that depth between 4 and 6 meters this morning, and the reason for that is that's where the bait was stacked up. And I guess the advantage of that depth with the size of the soft plastic I was throwing, you keep yourself in the market for those beautiful mulloway. Got a lovely little jewfish this morning, measuring 80 centimeters. Look, that soft plastic I'm using at the moment, the Bait Junkie 4.2-inch minnow, I think it's called Ghost Electric Shad. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the colour. Look, it's killer. I've rigged it up. I've matched it up with a 4.0 jig head with a 1/4 ounce weight. And I just find that the perfect balance between getting a nice long cast and getting that beautiful plummet. That tail just works on the descent, and that's what you want. You want the plastic to work. You don't want it to helicopter. So if you rigged it any lighter, you would get this spiral effect, which just looks unnatural. If you rig it too heavy, it just drops to the bottom too fast. What you want is that fine balance where you just get that tail moving on the descent. That's what the fish like, and that's what got the results for me this morning.
Well, thanks for that, Ando. It's really good to start seeing the flatties come on the chew a little bit. I have heard reports too of some bigger ones getting up shallow as the water temps keep increasing, so maybe give that a try. So the beach fishing at the moment's been relatively consistent. We have seen a little pulse of swell over the past week, which always helps just to get that wash closer into the gutters along the shore. Like always, fish that deeper trough on the inside of the sandbank where that deeper water, the wash is pushing over into deeper water. That's where the fish will hunt. Still good reports of salmon around, and then towards that sort of dusk time, there's always a chance of a bigger tailor or even a mulloway. So the fishing out the front this week has been relatively hit and miss. The reefs have slowed down a little bit. The snapper that are being caught are sort of that pan size, nothing real big. However, the flathead fishing has been excellent. We've had good reports of fish in that sort of 40-metre range, and proper fish too, sort of that 40 to 50 centimetre mark, and boats bagging out relatively quickly. So get out there and you should catch a feed of fish pretty quickly. So another thing that's fired up with this little bit of extra swell, the wash hitting the rocks, good reports of some drummer. So all the headlands around here are relatively good for drummer. Look for sort of a not so much sheltered cove, but somewhere where there's a little bit of a deeper hole that wash pushes into. Similar principle to your beach fishing. You want wash into a deeper sort of area of water where they can sit, and all that food's going to get brought to them as it washes off the rocks. So yeah, good reports of drummer. Like always, cungy for bait, use a little bit of bread burley, you should get a feed of fish. Well, that's all for this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report, guys. If there's anything else you need to know, whether it's fishing, camping or anything else outdoors, come in store, see the boys so we can hook you up.